Hey friends, welcome back. By the time this video goes up, I'll be frolicking in Asia, but before one can frolic, usually they need to put in extra work and be responsible because adulting is not easy. And so that's been my past couple of months, as you guys have seen, stress, almost burning out, overworked for sure.
And this has left my apartment looking like this for the past month, which is not chill at all. Very embarrassed.
And so the night before taking off, I took it upon myself to really commit to a full pamper routine. A pamper routine for someone who's honestly not great at pampering herself. So here we go. Maybe it'll help encourage and inspire some of you guys to pamper yourselves more. First things first, you guys know how much I love my lattes, but today we're gonna try something a little different. It's not gonna be matcha, it's not gonna be turmeric, it's not gonna be chai. It's going to be mushroom hot cacao mix. It's so good and so soothing and so calming and warming for the stomach and the mind, body, and soul. And I'm just adding it to a bit of hot water, mixing it, adding some extra cacao powder for that antioxidant iron benefits because my womb is not happy. And I'm adding oat milk, which has been my favorite. So here we have hot chocolate. Yum! So the reason why I love making drinks is because for me to go from doing nothing to doing something, I feel like making a latte for you that you really enjoy drinking is a really good starting point to transition from the potato mode to the productive mode. Productive potato. Oh yeah. Now that the stomach is relatively settled and happy, it's time for a soothing bath. So I'm gonna skip bath bombs this time and try out this bath salt. I think it's from Little Moon. I'm gonna link it down below. And it is called Letting Go. There's scents of ginger. That's why I just choked epically. How embarrassing after shaking it because all the salt dust particles are hovering everywhere. It's actually so soothing and very different from bath bombs. It doesn't fizz. There's no unicorn vomit explosion in your bathtub that I kind of like sometimes, but it's really, really, really awesome. It's different, but I like it. Trying new things. Ah, yeah. And of course, after the bathing comes the showering and the washing of the hair. To be completely honest with you guys, I've never been a fan of washing my hair because I just have so much of it. The layers and textures of my hair are so different from the top to the middle to the bottom layer. And I know that having volume and having a lot of hair is something to be grateful for, but sometimes it's just so much hassle. That's why my hair is almost always in a bun because sometimes I just can't be bothered and I'll go days without washing my hair. So I think a huge reason is because I've never been able to find a shampoo and conditioner that really works for me. And this is the problem that Function of Beauty is trying to solve, which is customizing shampoos and conditioners to your specific hair goals and hair type. There's a quick 2-minute quiz online asking you what your hair type is. So I chose wavy, coarse, and dry. What your hair goals are, I chose soothing scalp, thermal protection, deep conditioning, straightening, and hydrate. And also you can choose your color and fragrance. For me, I chose this beautiful mint green color, and the fragrance I chose Feeling Pineapple in the light scent. And you can also opt for dye-free and scent-free. So there are no parabens, sulfates, GMOs, or toxins. I've only been using this for a week and the texture of my hair has significantly improved. So I am in love and a fan. And if this is something that you feel like you can use in your life, the first 200 people to click the link below will get 20% off their first order. Next up, face mask. I'm gonna try something a little different from my usual triple masking routine. This is Peach Slice's new Lilac Crystal Galactic super pretty princess swirl. I don't even know face mask. It's so cool. It's a peel off mask. And as we're waiting for the face mask to dry, I might as well just fold the laundry and clean my place because I honestly can't function when the place is messy. And because I'm leaving for Asia, I don't want to come home to a very, very messy place because no one's going to clean it up for me besides myself. So let's do it now. Alrighty, and it's time to peel off the face mask, and this is so satisfying. And honestly, the color, it's such an interesting color. I love it. This is a brightening mask. if you guys can tell. Oh yeah, you peel that off. Get all that off your face. Bing bing! Yay! As we continue with the pampering, after going in with my toner, serum, and moisturizer, I'm dropping some oil and using a jade gua sha to gua sha my face. I just filmed a video with Felicia on Beauty Within before I left, and it was on the benefits of jade rolling and gua sha, and honestly, it has been the most soothing and relaxing 5 minutes of my life. And I honestly feel like after using this and stimulating the lymphatic drainage, my face looks like this, which is awesome. And you can also just use your hands if you want, and then drain. Oh yeah. So this is continuation of cleaning and packing, simultaneously cleaning and packing. And after a while, it was getting pretty late. So I was like, you know what? I just need to go to bed. But before going to bed, I wanted to really let go of all the stress and the extra baggage. So I decided to meditate for about 30 minutes. And there's still a couple things I wanted to do before going to bed, like doing my nails and practicing Qigong. But because pamper routines can be an ongoing daily, day-by-day thing. It doesn't have to be like I just do one thing today, or I'm gonna do all these things today, because it can get kind of overwhelming. So the next day is a brand new day, and I did exactly what I wanted to do the night before. I started the morning off with vacuuming because a clean and clear space really helps me achieve a clear and clean mind. I legit cannot think when my place is a mess, or when I can see like dust particles on the floor. So vacuuming first, and then tidy up the rest of my room to the point where like it's pretty good. There's just, you know, some clothes that I need to put away, some clothes that I need to pack. I can do it! And I also made some time for Qigong exercise. So what Qigong is, it's a form of traditional Chinese exercise that cultivates the qi, or vital energy, in our bodies. In traditional Chinese medicine, it is believed that there are meridians in our bodies and toxins build up in our bodies over time, which can block these meridians. And when the meridians are blocked, this is what causes certain health issues. And what Qigong does is that it helps the meridians flow and connect, which keeps our body in a healthy state, all the while cleansing our mind, body, and soul. So for those of you who are interested in learning more, I always link everything down below, information on Falun Dafa, on Falun Gong, as well as local practice sites where you will be able to find, most likely be able to find students and practitioners in your area who will be able to teach you Qigong. And moving on to the last and final thing, which is doing my nails, because my nails kind of needed some work to do. I painted them in a rush, and I painted 3 layers, and because I didn't dry properly, it got indented very quickly. So this is the last step of my pamper routine. Again, I just want to remind you guys that whatever it is that you want to do, like however you pamper yourself, however you take care of yourself, however you cherish yourself, the reason why it's important for us to do these things is because no one else is gonna pamper, cherish, and love you and take care of you as well as you're capable of doing it for yourself. So for us to be able to do all the things that we want to do, help all the people we want to help, be the best person and versions of ourselves, it's ultimately not just for us. It's to help make this world a better place, or at least that's what I like to think of what all of this self-care, self-love things mean anyway. So with all of that, here's a friendly reminder that your routine is going to be your routine. It may look like mine, it may look completely different than mine, but whatever the case, loving yourself, I think it's a pretty universal thing. And with that, thank you guys so much for joining me. Checking in real time from Seoul. All right, it is, what day is it? Monday 15th, 10:45 a.m. Working on this, just record a voiceover. Now I'm gonna upload this and go frolic. Alrighty, next video may be a vlog, or I don't know what it's gonna be. You know how spontaneous I am with my content, so it's hard to predict, and I don't know when it's gonna be up, but when it's up, it'll be up. Alright, see you guys next time. Bye!